Airstream song, cruising to the campsite singing our song. Airstream song, we are the Airstream nerds.
This is Jeff from Airstream Nerds, and we're going to continue getting ready to go on a trip by getting our tow vehicle ready. Now, normally you're going to work stuff, you don't have to do these types of things, but since we're pulling a 7,000 pound trailer, we want to make sure that our tires are all aired up. We have the gadgets, the electronics that connect to the trailer I have to install, and I have some tools and stuff that I normally bring along with me, special when I'm towing. Next up, I'm going to air the tires up. Now I'm going to do it this exact same way with the exact same equipment I did on the previous video on our trailer here. So I'm going to air these up using the recommended tire pressures that are on the inside of the door. For those that may not know, most everybody does, there's a sticker on the inside of your door, either on your door jamb or on your door itself, that tells you the recommended pressures. I do not change them for towing. Some people, make them a little stiffer for towing. I just do them the regular pressures. Now, these are probably going to be real close because the vehicle is used. Yeah, see, this is already at 43, so I really just need to put a little bump to get them up to 44. And so let me do that all 4 tires, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so inside the vehicle I have some electronics that I want to hook up before we get down the road. Now I keep the camera and the monitor for the TST tire pressure monitoring system inside my console. I made this bracket so I could put my monitor for the tire pressure. So these brackets just catch on the back on my Ford, they snap on the front. So they catch back there, and then you snap them down on the front. So the 2 brackets that snap onto here, they're factory. I bought them. I'll put a link below. I bought them online. The center bracket is all custom made for the tire monitor. So my GPS, well, a lot of you use an RV GPS or Waze. So I have my phone down here and I use Waze most of the time, but occasionally when we're in places where we don't have service, Waze doesn't work for me, so I end up using this. One of these days I'm going to upgrade to the Garmin RV, but I haven't done that yet. So the next step is mounting the Voyager camera. Now this is for the camera on the back of the Airstream. Now I'm not going to go crazy since I'm just doing a quick trip today, just down the road, a few minutes. I'm not going to go crazy with wire management. Normally I get all the wires and I tuck them back up in here and make it all pretty. But since I'm not going there, now I just have to find this. So this is a 2-port splitter to allow me to plug these things in. So now we're all set. You want to make sure, just because it's easier and you're at home, fill up your tow vehicle before you leave. Just it makes it easier than having to, unless you have a really handy, convenient gas station as you leave your house or where you store your trailer. Unless you have a nice big open gas station, since a lot of us don't drive our tow vehicles with the trailer attached all the time, you have that first half an hour of familiarity to learn everything again, and you may not want to try your first 2 minutes on the road pulling into a really tight gas station. So I like to fill up ahead of time, before, like the day before or a few days before, as long as I'm not using my truck. But otherwise, make sure everything works. If it's your daily driver, you shouldn't have that issue. But if it's not your daily driver, Make sure your windows are clean. Make sure that everything works like it's supposed to and you don't have any mechanical issues. Of course it starts because we're running now, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around and get ready for the next step, which is actually hooking up to the Airstream itself. All right, so I have a D-ring in the back of my hitch, so you want to make sure that you have that out ready for your hitch. Of course, you'll do that when you bring out your the hitch for your truck. Now, I also take some tools with me. I bring a jack. I bring my compressor. I bring my jump box that I use today for airing up the tires. Depending on where I'm going, I might bring a. I have these plastic things that you put in your tires for grip should you get in mud or sand or anything. I have those. They're in a bag. I slide those underneath in the front. I normally pack my tools that are currently in the Airstream in the back of my truck. So I have enough stuff with me that if we should get into a situation where we get stuck, or we need to air up something, or whatever, that I have those kind of tools with me. It doesn't fill up the whole truck, but it takes up some space. So it's a good thing we carry all of our clothes and everything in our Airstream, because then we wouldn't have as much room with the dogs and everything. This is Jeff from Airstream Nerds, and I'll see you on the next trip.